Sup, Nerdmigos, and the Jive Talking Nerd, John Norgrove. We've got Wife here. We're here for another review Jive. So we just got done watching the 2020 South Korean zombie film, #Alive. And this was
It was
fucking
so good.
Fantastic. So this is going to be
intense.
Entirely spoiler-free. We're not going to give away none of the shit that happens. We're just going to generally talk about, like, tone, design, and the way they did stuff, and that's because you need to just experience this shit all up in your face.
We don't want to give it away.
South Korea crushing it with zombie movies, man. Let me tell you what.
Absolutely.
Wow. America could learn a thing or two from that shit. I'm trying to think of the last good American zombie movie. It's not important.
Ooh, boy.
Anywho,
it's been a little while.
I'm going to read the thing, and then I'm going to read a different thing, because this is... Okay, so the Google thing, which is awful. #Alive is a 2020 South Korean zombie film directed by il-hyung, starring Yoo Ha-in and Park Shin-hye. It is based on a 2019 script Alone by Matt Naylor, who co-adapted the script with Cho for this movie.
That's the description? That doesn't even tell you what it's about.
That's the description on...
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's bananas. Okay, that's fine. So, Netflix. This is an hour 38-minute zombie horror movie. As a grisly virus rampages a city, a lone man stays locked inside his apartment, digitally cut off from seeking help and desperate to find a way out.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Which is much more accurate. Thank you, Netflix, for participating in reality.
Just because it's a foreign movie doesn't mean it doesn't have a plot.
Yeah, I don't know. That was thanks Google, you bastards. No. So this movie is basically your standard issue zombie movie, right? I mean, it's the like movie starts pre-zombie, zombie happens, zombies, right? That's straightforward. First and foremostly, these are fast zombies.
Yeah.
Not like 21 days later Usain Bolt fast zombies.
28 days later, get it
whatever.
Right. Yeah, they're not like sprinting at you zombies, but they're also not slow zombies.
Yeah.
You know, where they're like,
yeah, they're not like Day of the Dead zombies or nothing like that. But they you know, they've got your standard issue sound, light, you know, sensitivity.
Yeah.
I actually really like the zombie makeup. It wasn't over the toply zombie. You know,
it was pretty over the top, but not like it wasn't like Walking Dead kind of.
Yeah,
zombies.
well, that's what I mean. It wasn't Walking Dead. It wasn't like Dance of the Dead or Day of the Dead.
Yeah. Well,
or what's the zombie? The last zombie movie we reviewed. That was the TV series. I mean, the British one.
Oh, I don't remember the name.
Because those were like very extravagant zombies, and these zombies were a little bit more toned back. I like the makeup on the zombies.
Yeah.
A lot, actually. I thought they looked really, really good. Our main character is a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Which is
He's a
hilarious.
Gamer. It actually manifests in some really positive ways throughout the movie, which is cool.
Yeah, which is really cool.
I felt like this was a little bit like Skyline, but with zombies instead of aliens. And I actually really like Skyline, so this is a compliment, not a bad thing.
Well, there's got to be one of them out there, guys, right? Because Skyline is
fantastic.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth.
Yeah, that's a Turkle Chin is the only forgiving quality in there.
A lot of zombie movies, you get like a lot of pre-stuff. You know, you get like foreshadowing, you get pre-stories, you get to know your characters and you care about them more. But this actually doesn't really give you very much. This
gives you nothing.
Probably not even 5 minutes.
Yeah. There's really like a minimal amount. I mean, okay, so this is the thing, right? This is a very tight zombie movie. So you're not seeing what's happening in America or what's happening in Japan or what's happening in China or Europe or some bullshit.
In fact, you don't know what's happening anywhere outside of where our main characters are.
The street in front of the apartment and the apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not even all of the apartment, just his floor on the apartment.
Yeah.
And then another floor on the apartment. I mean, like, this movie is very tight set, very tight, like, what you have to worry about, and what it does is it really brings you along with the character figuring out what is and isn't okay, what he can and can't do, and of course, as American horror fans who have seen almost every zombie movie ever made, they're obviously, like, in the beginning, you're just gonna be like, what are you doing? But I mean, reasonably and rationally, right? This kid's having to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
He presents as almost like a shut-in. Like, he's very, the Japanese term is hikikomori.
Yeah.
He's very, and in fact, I actually thought they were going to push, like, full hikikomori on him. The setup for this movie, and this is no spoilers, it's not letting anything go. The setup for this movie is not dissimilar from, like, the first 2 lines in the section of World War Z about, specifically about the hikikomori who's trapped in his apartment.
Yes.
And because it's just a guy who plays video games all the time, he's trapped in his apartment, right? But it's just like, I was just like, wait a minute, is this just an adaptation of that? It is not at all, it's completely different. But, like, you know, it's the same, like, kid who's kind of a nerd.
But beyond that, there's no similarity to it.
Yeah, no, there's no similarity at all.
So this movie does take place in a limited amount of, like, sets and scenes, but in those, it does not get boring. This is a very much a story of how the main characters handle being isolated in a zombie apocalypse for more than a couple of days. You know, they're not like finding a band of people and going and killing zombies everywhere to get to a place. They're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And it's really an interesting psychological perspective on that, especially because the whole premise is he is by himself. You know, in his family's apartment, and it really puts a different story onto the whole zombie genre of things. I mean, it's been done before, but it is not often done.
No.
Where you have a zombie story that is primarily about a very small amount of characters,
1 or 2 people, and this is really
they're just
about
trying to survive.
2 people.
Yeah, this is really only about 2 people.
Yeah,
and it's really good in the character arc and the creation of
character development that happens throughout the episode or the movie.
The way that they use the zombies to push things forward. This was a movie that I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
It's a very driven movie, and it does a good job of sort of coming in waves where you have like a bunch of stuff happening, and then the characters have to kind of deal with it, and then a bunch of stuff happening, and the characters have to deal with it, and it really there's not a lot of breathing room, right? There's not a lot of time for you to just be like, well, it's just like go, 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 you know. And as these people are learning, and as they're adapting, and as they're having to figure things out, and such like that, and there's not. You know, I mean, like you were saying, like, oh, you know, are there going to be raiders or something like that?
Yeah.
It's like there's none of the tropes. This is just like people, zombies. How do you survive the situation, kind of a thing, which really made for, in my opinion, a really great zombie movie that relied heavily on the 2 main actors just bringing their A game, and they. Fucking crushed it, dude. Our main character, whose name is... I already forgot. Yu something? Oh Junwoo. So O is amazing, right? He's both lovable and hateable at the same time. The actor who portrays him does a fantastic job. It honestly felt like you were just watching... Name any YouTuber in their apartment trapped in his... I mean, he was just like standard issue. It was super like based in reality with regard to that kind of stuff. And then the other lead actress who plays Kim Yoo Bin is really good as well. And they're like different kinds of characters, and they're not one-dimensional. The characters go through a bunch of stuff, and you learn... both through their actions and the things they choose to take inactions on about the characters, which is nice. It's not... There's very little tell in this. It's a lot of show, and they do a good job in sort of painting what's going on outside through the small amount of information that you're able to receive from inside. But it really was a fantastic movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We really can't say too much more about it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're giving stuff away.
We don't want to spoil it. We don't want to spoil it. But
we watched this on Netflix.
This is available on Netflix.
We watched it with Korean...
in Korean with
English subtitles. I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened there?
But it was it was really good. Great set design, good makeup. In fact, I even like the ending. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
It was good.
We'll absolutely watch this again.
This goes on our October Halloween list.
Yeah.
Honest to God, watching this movie just made me want to watch Train to Busan again.
Yeah.
Because Train to Busan, it might be my favorite zombie movie. Like, real talk. And this may pull in as a close second. So Korea might be dominating my zombie movie list at this point in time.
I mean, they're bringing their A game.
They're bringing the fucking A game, dude. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, go watch this. Yeah. Go watch this movie. It's on Netflix, right? I mean, it's at the top. They're pushing it and all that kind of stuff. It's a ton of fun. It is available in English. We did not watch it in English. I know some people would rather not read subtitles, and that's fine. So I don't know how the voice acting is on that or how it lines up, but the Korean with subtitles was fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, either way, like this video, comment below, tell us what you thought of the movie. If you have other Korean horror movies or Japanese or like non-American horror movies you would like us to watch, let us know. Yeah. Because I love foreign films, so I'm super into it. But yeah, like, let us know what you think about that. Ring the bell, subscribe, do all that, whatever. Click
the red button.
Whatever that crap is. Either way, I've been John Norgrove. This has been Wife. This has been Review Jive. We watched #Alive
on Netflix.
And yeah, we will catch you guys next time, huh?